sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. 8, read. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ito Smith. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 180. 93. 93. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right there.
Throwing now is Carr. Finds his tight end Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike. 734. Crunch time, defense.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
X3. 218. Chop. Snap.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? They made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Sparks looking deep for Julio. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
60 Pittsburgh. 49 to Mike.
Throwing again. Sparks. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Set 50, plant. We go.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
You ain't got nothing. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Have to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks dancing to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step.
They'll run with Smith. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, here we go. Jump.
Hey, wahoo.
On third down, Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
694. Hey, Delta.
Now Doug Marrone, with the play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
What now? Ready? It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Express.
Roy.
Ready, run.
54, Mike. 54.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Right there. 54. Right there.
93.
Get ready.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That one complete. He finds Shark. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Down. 185.
54. Check pass.
Hey, 734.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Kill.
Watch the twitch.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. I got you. Mike 49.
On 1st and 10, Sparks. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2nd and 3. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Here we go now with Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal.
Kill. Turn it. Kill.
Go. Hey, Alpha.
49
They get it to him running left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Watch the screen.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it, and the Falcons grab it, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 3 buzz.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Now Carr. Open man right side is Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run with Fournette. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Carr. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On first down, Carr looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Yep. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, dude. 49. Defense.
They'll run it again with Smith. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Bang, bang, bang. You two jet bombers. You two jet bombers. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Back to throw. Sparks. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
On the ground, this is Smith. Oh, he slipped right by him. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. Sparks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Back to throw. Sparks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
49. Hey, pick your game up. 49.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sparks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
To throw again. Carr dumps it off to Fournette. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 3, check 2.
This is Fournette. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 185. 29. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Express.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sparks. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's what I do. Check 15.
61. Matchbox lights.
Back to throw. Sparks. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sparks. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down. Sparks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Danny. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
Hatchet. Kill.
From the 27, Carr, and his throw here's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Carr. Open man is Westbrook, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Go! 5.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Snap.
Again, it's Smith. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Third down.
Set. 18 Gator. 49. We ain't giving up nothing today.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On third down, it's Smith, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Echo.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Right here.
On 4th down, Sparks. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Falcons.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sparks. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Dances by him. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. Looking long for Westbrook. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Down. 185.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hands up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jags, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.